Now we will draw this sketch. Let's open a heat transfer.tex heat transfer.tx file here, and let's draw this picture using the standalone package. Okay, document class standalone. Let's add here ticks and margin equals 2 millimeter. If we do not add this margin, our picture will be cut just next to these ends, so it will not look good. Let me show you in a minute. Let's add use package ticks and use package colors, use package X color. Start our document, begin document and end it. Because we are using standalone, we do not use begin figure. We can directly use begin ticks picture and end ticks picture. Now I'd like to start drawing from here, and I'd like to place this point to 0, 0 point, x0, y0, and then I will draw this point at 3.5 to 0, so it will make 3.5 centimeters and 0 centimeters in the y direction. Okay, let's draw from 0.0 to 0.0 to 3.5 to 0.0. Let's draw this line VQ and PDF LaTeX heat transfer.tex. Sorry, I make a typo here. It should be document class, and open this heat transfer.pdf with Evans. You will see that this line is here, and we have 2 millimeters margins in each side. Let's put this here on the left bottom corner, and then let's move this a little upper part. Okay, now we can see both the reference figure and the figure we are drawing, but I need to use the Evans in the background. Okay, now open the heat transfer.tx again. Now I would like to draw this line. I draw this line, and I would like to draw this line. To do that, you can add another line starting from 3.50 and ending at 3.5 2.0 here. Okay, run it. You will see that we added this line here, or we can just continue adding lines not by putting this semicolon here. Okay, and we can also put this one to down, and we will add the semicolon at the end. Okay, this is the easiest way to adding all the points here. Now we added the first point 0, 0, second point 3.50, third point 3.5 2.0, and this point will be 4.5 2.0. So let's change this to 4.5 2.0. Next point is here 4.5 4.0, 4.5 4.0, and the next, this one 3.5 4.0, 3.5 here and 4.0 here, and next is this one again 3.5 in X and 5.0 in y, and next point is this one. If this is 5, so this one is 3, and in the y direction it's 5 again, 3.0 and 5.0, and the next point is here 3.0 and 0.5 this time, 3.0 and 0.5. Let's run the command and then see the output. Come to this PDF and press F. Okay, we forget adding this line. I think I changed it, so it should be around here, 3.5, 2.0. Yes, so my document looking like this one, and I will continue adding the other line, other points. I will add this point to here, this point, this one, and then I will add this point again to draw this line here. Let me do them quickly. 0.5, 0.5, 5.0, 0.5, 0.0, sorry, this one 5.0, this one 0.5 to 5.0. I think it's now okay, and I need to have 0.02. I forget to add this one, 0.505. Okay, now the outside of my cup is here. I have one more rectangle here. I will add that rectangle. I can use draw rectangle for this case. My first point is here, 3.5 millimeters in the x direction and 2.5 millimeters in the y direction, 3.5 to 2.5, and I will use rectangle to here, to this corner. So in the x direction it's 4.0, and in the y direction it's 25, 35, 3.0, 4.0, 3.5. Let's check it. Okay, now this rectangle is now here. I will add the water in filled with light blue. I can also add a rectangle here, but this one will be filled with blue, but 10% blue, the rest is white. Okay, and my first point is 0.505, and my last point is 3.0 to 5.0. So this is 0.505, so this is 3.0 to 5.0. If I add this, I will see that water will come to, I write white wrong here, water will come to here, but this black line is here, so I need to change that black line to blue. So I can add a blue here, but then these lines also will be blue. Let me first change this one to 10% white, and then move this by selecting it with Shift V and X, cutting it, and to the top. Okay, then our cup will be in the forward, and then we will not see these blue lines here. Okay, now my figure looks like this one. Okay, now I'd like to add some arrows here, 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 and the other parts. to show these 35 millimeter and other millimeters, and I'd like to write this water here and room temperature here. Let's add the arrows here now. First, I would like to add this point 0.1 millimeter below of 0.0. So I will draw an arrow. Both sides will be latex, and it will be 0.0, 0, minus 0.1 to 3.5, minus 0.1. Okay. Now I have added these arrows here. I can also write 35 millimeters in the midway below of this arrows using node function, midway and below, and I will write here 35 millimeters. Now the 35 millimeters came here. Okay, and similarly I need to add this 20, 20, 10, 10, 5, 5, 50. To do that, I can just copy this and I can just change these coordinates. Okay, it's easy to read the coordinates, so I don't want to add the grid lines, but let's add the grid lines. Let's use vsplit in the command line, in the command mode. Put a colon and then write vsplit here, and then open one previous document which we used as lines and curves.txt. At the end of this document, we have the grid lines, right? Copy this part and come to here and add on the top of your text picture. Go back to this lines and curves.txt with Ctrl WW, then colon Q to close it. Okay, now we are adding the grid lines, but I'd like my grid lines start from 0, 0 and end like 6, 6. Okay, 0, 0 to 6, 6, or like -1, -1 to 6, 6, -1, -1 to 6, 6. Okay, and I'd like to change these from -1 to 6 and from -1 to 6. When I run it, I will see my grid lines will come to here, so I can now know where I should put my first arrow and the last arrow here. Like this is a 3.6 to 0 point, so add this one to 3.6, 0.0, and the other one will be 3.6, here this part 2.0, and this length will be 20. Run it, you will see that the 20 will come here, but it's still midway below, but it should be midway right. Okay, so 20 is here. Similarly, we can add this 20, and the coordinates will be like 4.4 is here, 4.5 is here, 4.5 to 2, and 4.5, 4.6 to 2, and 4.6 to 4. let's add this one. It will be again midway right and 20. 4.6 to 4. And 4.6 to 2. Run it. You will see that this 20 came to here. We will add this 10 here, and this 10 will be located 3.5 to 4.1 to 4.5 to 4.1, 3.5 to 4.1, and 4.5 to 4.1, and this one will be 10, and this place of this 10 will be midway above. Okay, 10 came to here. Now I will show you something here in this 10. Let's add this arrow here and write 10 with the midway right. The location will be 3.5 is here, 3.6 is just this point, and this one is also 3.6 in X. This is 2.5 in Y, and this is 3.5 in Y. Let's add it. We will add both point in the X direction 3.6, and this one will be 2.5, and this one will be 3.5. The location will be midway right. Okay, when we add it, okay, it is 3.5 here, 4 is here, so it will be not 3.6, 4.1. When we add this one, this 10 like comes to here on the line. I don't want this 10 come to here on the line, so I would like to move this 10 to the left a little. To do that, we can just add here inner sep. Inner sep is equal 0 millimeter, for example. When we do that, you will see that 10 will come to the left a little, or like if you want to write this 10 to the left side here, you can use minus 2 millimeters, for example. Okay, if you do it in the box, you can do it with minus 6 millimeter. Minus 6 millimeter. Let me run it. Okay, it doesn't come. Anyway, you can use this inner sep to move this 10 from the place on the line to the left a little, so we can see this 10 clearly, like this one. All right, now you can add, I think, this 5 and this 5 here and here, but I will add the water and the room temperatures in the water and here. Okay, and then I will finish this lecture. Now, as you see, as you learned, we can also add nodes at some points. We do not need to draw some like arrows, lines, rectangles, etc., and we do not need to use this midway something. We can directly give the point location using this at function. So I would like to write this water and 89 degrees Celsius to here. Let's place the water at around 4.7 in the Y direction and at around 1.7 in the X direction. 1.7, 1.8, 4.7, 4.8, let's say 7, and then just write here, 'water', and just down below, like 0.5 millimeters below, I'd like to write here 89 degrees Celsius. How can I write degrees Celsius? I can use the math mode. I can write 89 upper circle and math RM, remove the math to C. Okay, this is italic C here, but it's wrong. It should be normal C because the Celsius is a unit. Okay, units are written in with the normal characters. We can do this for water, and let's copy this to here, and let's write here like room temp dot and colon, and then write here 22 degrees Celsius. And like remove this line, we do not need that, and move this not 4.7 but let's move this 5.3. Now when we save exit and run it, you will see that the room temperature is written here and water is here, 89 degrees Celsius is written here. Okay, we can remove these grid lines any time we want by just putting person signs, and then we can see that our picture is drawn like this. When this 5 came to here, you can move this room temperature a little above by just changing the room temperature's y coordinate from 5.3 like 6 for example. Okay, then 5 will come here, you will do that, and then it will not crash. Now as you see, we are able to draw these kind of beautiful sketches in TIX, and let's put this picture, we draw this picture using the standalone. We can also do that using the article mode or using the standalone mode, it doesn't matter. We can put this picture into our document. Let's use the lines and curves.tx. Let's use this not animation.pdf. Let's use this like heat transfer.pdf, and let's make the caption problem of heat transfer example, or schematic, let's write here. Okay, save exit and then run the lines on curves.tx. We do not have heat transfer.pdf, we have heat transfer. I write, let me change it from here, I made a typo. Now open the lines and curves.pdf file with Evans. You will see that the picture came to here. Okay, and the fonts and sizes are exactly the same as the rest of your document, and when you zoom in, the quality doesn't change, and you can also select these information from the document. Okay, so using TIX we can make this kind of high quality sketches in our documents. If you check my papers on the internet and the literature, you will see these kind of pictures, or if you check my PhD thesis on Waseda University's repository, you will see these kind of pictures all are drawn using TIX. All right, next week we will learn about PGF plots, and we will also use like we will import some figures in PNG, and then we will write some things on those figures using ticks. Okay, so we will still continue to learn ticks, and we will also learn about PGF plots.